my friends, and welcome to another Black Sunday. So, it's Arizona Wing Chun seminar weekend, and I gotta hit the road in a few minutes, so this is gonna be a little bit shorter. But I wanted to illustrate a point to you, and something that I've mentioned before, and has been brought up again yet this weekend, and it's the idea that tradition is and can be a prison. Now, the idea is not that tradition in and of itself is bad, it's when tradition is followed blindly for the sake of tradition. This goes with really anything. Any blind pursuit is, generally speaking, not the best way to go about things. But you see, in Wing Chun, there are several lineages. It's a highly stratified style of martial arts, with each house, each line claiming they have the one and only, the right way, whatever. And this is a damaging idea. And this doesn't apply only to martial arts, this applies to philosophy, politics, all of this stuff. You see, all of life is entirely circumstantial. Absolutely everything is circumstantial. It's pure, simple, basic 101 chaos theory. There are too many variables, there's too much noise for any circumstance to be exactly like any other. So that being the case, sticking hard and fast to rigid ideas simply for the sake of, well, it was good enough then, it's got to be good enough now, doesn't make sense. You have to be able to adapt to the circumstance. You have to be able to read the circumstance and apply. And working with Grandmaster Samuel Kwok, my Qigong, he makes this point over and over and over again. We train this one certain way, but when it comes to reality, we adapt it this way because fights happen this way and training only happens this way. It's important to understand that oftentimes practice and reality don't line up. Philosophy, ideals, and reality don't quite line up. Laboratory testing and reality don't quite line up. There's a lot of approximation going on. And you have to be able to be flexible. You have to allow a little bit of that gray area play. True white and true black don't really exist as far as human experience, perception, circumstance goes. The extreme ends of it, that hard line delineation doesn't really exist. You have to be able to say, well, now I have a template, but reality is not quite matching that template, so I'm gonna make this adjustment here so that it works. Because the template's not what's really important. What's important is that you are able to adapt to your circumstance so that you don't die, so you don't make a big mistake, so that those involved are getting the most out of it, the best out of it, whatever the case may be. But you have to understand that tradition is all well and good, but it certainly can become a very hard, cold, rigid prison cell. And that is going to be what's damaging. So take some time to think about it. Whatever you're studying, whatever you believe, whatever you think, whether you're talking politics, religion and philosophy, martial arts and training, it's all just stories that we tell ourselves. And none of it's particularly good or bad. If something works for you, that's fine. It works for you. If something doesn't work for you, then discard it. It's as simple as that. So, like I said, this is going to be short. We're running actually a little under 5 minutes now, and normally these are 10 to 15 minutes. But I got to get on the road and go see Grandmaster Samuel Kwok, my Qigong, one last time before he heads off to his next adventure. So I'll talk to you guys later. Good journey.